Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I haven't posted a video in quite a time. I've been very busy working and then also packing because I recently made the decision to move from Vancouver back to Ontario, where all my family and friends, or not all my friends because I obviously have lots of friends here in Vancouver too, but to be closer to my family. I think the pandemic, the quarantine, all that stuff definitely affected me and just made it more realistic that I need to be closer to family. So I'll be moving back to Ontario at the end of August, so in about 5 weeks. So I've been busy selling things, organizing things for donation, and of course organizing what I'm going to keep and move with me, and then getting all that kind of stuff organized, the moving company, etc. So busy, but I still always find time for art because it keeps me sane. And I've recently moved from the pouring art into the dotting mandala work, something I actually thought about trying a few years ago and for whatever reason just never got into it, even though I love it. And now all of a sudden it's just something I just got into and absolutely love doing. Not saying I'm not going to do pouring art again, because I will, and I probably will end up combining the two at some point in some way. So I just wanted to show you a few of what I've been doing before I start on today's project. Hopefully videoing the dotting will be interesting for you to watch, but I just wanted to show you some of what I've been doing. So these are on CDs or DVDs that I no longer watched or listened to. Just painted a black base coat over top of them and then started dotting. So these are all freehand. None of them are using a stencil at all, and they've been great fun and, you know, perfecting and trying out new techniques. So let's move in for some closer looks on them. So I love the colors in this one, and the brightness of the colors, and where I did what's called top dotting, where you put one or more colors on top of your base dot, and then also the little swooshes here, those little marks. Those are challenging, but I'm really getting the hang of that. This is actually, I think, my favorite one with using that kind of technique. And then over here we got, again, more bright colors with top dots and some swooshes. Different pattern though, and just love how it turned out. Over here we've got this. This is one of my favorites, partly because of the colors, because you know I love purple if you've ever watched my channel. Again, just trying different techniques. I love how the white dots have create that overlapping sort of lacy look. And then we've got this one here, which I think is very floral, flower looking. So I'm just going to put it on pause here for just a second so that we can switch out the CD so I can show you some more. Okay, so here we go with a few more. These are some of the first few that I did. Actually, the top two there are a couple that I did originally. So we'll move in for some close-ups there. Purple and gold and white, very pretty together, obviously. And I like the black negative space in there. And this one over here is just shades of purple, including a sort of iridescent type purple. Forget the name of the brand of the paint that I used for that. It is an artist lot. No, it's a Deco Art iridescent paint, if I remember correctly, but I really like this one. And then this is one of the ones I just did recently. Pretty spring, sort of Eastery colors, but I really love how this one turned out. Again, this is all just freehand, not following any stencil or anything like that. Absolutely love these. So I'm just going to pause for one more second and place in a couple more, and then we'll get on with today's project. So just hang in there. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that I don't only do on CDs, although this one is obviously on a CD, but I don't only do CDs, and I don't only do you know, the circle type patterns on the CDs. I've done some other bigger canvases that are square but with a pattern, and I've done some initials for friends and family that I don't want to show in here because I don't want them to see them yet. I want it to be a surprise for them, but I don't. And one of the more traditional things for dotting is onto rocks or stones, and I haven't done that at all yet, and don't know if I ever will. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I seem to be finding what I love doing right here. And I've also done some dotting on some mugs and boxes and bowls and things like that. But anyways, here is one of my recent butterflies. Again, I did use a sort of stencil type thing, a wooden shape for the outline of the butterfly, but then all the dotting is just by hand and creating my own pattern. And then this one is a little wooden, very thin wood butterfly that I had painted gold, and I thought I was going to pour over it actually, I think originally, and then decided not to, and I ended up doing just the black dots on there, and really like how this one turned out. Again, I was practicing swoops, swoops, whatever you want to call them, and what they call walking the dots, which is where you go from a bigger dot and you go down to tiny ones in a row. So I really like both of these too. So, and let's give a pause again. Sorry, and you're welcome to fast forward through to the main part if you want. We'll give a pause once more, and we'll get ready to do today's video. Okay, so today's video is based on this. Obviously, this is a peacock feather, a real peacock feather actually, that I brought home from Jamaica when my daughter and son-in-law got married there, 8 years ago now. And my daughter loves the peacocks and the peacock colors, and that was kind of the theme of her wedding, because there were real peacocks walking around the resort that we were at in Jamaica. So she kind of hinted the other day about I could do something peacocky for her, so that's what I'm going to work on today. So that's my inspiration I'll be using for the color choices, etc. So we'll get set up here and we'll carry on. Now that we're getting closer to the outside area of the CD, I have to be a little bit more careful where I place my hand for support, just in case. I don't want to lean on any of my fresh dots and smear them. Okay, that is the mandalas. I think I will probably do some bigger. Let me think here. Where do I want to go next with my feather idea? So I could continue either putting a dot above the swooshes, so somewhere, you know, right above the swooshes, or a dot here. and continue from there. And I'm not sure which direction. I think I want to put something above the swooshes, probably the green, but with a bigger tool. So I think I'm going to use this one here. And then we're going to add some honey color, I guess, and then some blues and some blues again. I tend to lose all track of time when I'm doing these two. I have no idea what we're at for time. Look at that, we're already at 35 and a half minutes for this part of the video alone. Ugh, I have to wash my hands before I go down and get my laundry out of the dryer. Okay, now, where do I want to go with this? I need a bit of a bigger dotting tool to get the size dots I want. And I want to go, I'm going to go with the honey brown. Like that. And again, if you don't have enough paint on your tool, you can just fill them in using the end of a smaller tool. Honey brown's a pretty color, but it's a little bit watery. So now I'm having to be very careful that I don't put my wrist down and touch these dots as I'm moving around the circle here. Okay. Now, decide what I'm going to do next. And I think I want, my inclination is to put some dots in there. Just what color? I think I need to put the bright blue. I'm going to use a bigger dot. Okay. Now, I'm going to do I think the gray dots underneath these ones, and coming up just a couple dots on the side. I think my paint's getting a little bit thick there. Okay. Now, where do we go from here? I think we'll go to the dark green, or was that the dark green? These greens are pretty close together in color, but I think I'm going to go with this one. We'll go this way. All right, now I'm going to go next to bright green, I think. No, don't want too much green close to each other. Maybe back with the chocolate dots. I'm going to do those over the green ones. And what we'll end up doing with this is I'll do some top dotting once everything's dry, and maybe fill in with some more swooshes. We'll see, but I'm getting close to being done. Sometimes I have to just put it aside and think about it to finish it, see what I want to do. Alright, good. Now, I think I'm actually going to put some bright blue dots in here. Just little ones, not too big. Fill in some of the space. Sometimes you do end up like here, I just made a little bit of mistake. I didn't put this big blue dot out far enough, and so didn't really leave enough space in there for these blue dots, but I fit them in anyways. I'm not perfect at this, but I really enjoy doing it, and I get better all the time, and I keep trying things, and I'm having a good time, and that's all that matters for me. I've probably said that a dozen times in my videos. But for me, this is about having fun, leaving stress, etc. Yes, of course, I want to create things that other people like, and or that I like myself, of course. Most importantly, that I like myself and that I'm having a good time doing it. So, alright, I'm going to leave that for now. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that for now. I'm probably going to want to put a dot there. Maybe, yeah, maybe I'm going to do a dot of the dark night sky. So let's do that now as I'm kind of thinking about it. So I'm just going to put that in there, right in the middle, above the honey brown dot. Really liking this. It wasn't, again, see, I thought in my head I was going to make this look very feather-like, you know, like I was basically dotting a feather onto this, but that's not how it's turned out. But it's the peacock colors, peacock feather colors, and yeah, we'll see what we end up with at the end. So far I'm really liking it, and I know in some places some top dots are really going to enhance this. So we're going to pause for now and give this some time, and we'll come back to it and continue. Okay, we're back to finish up. I think this is pretty much dry, so we can start doing some top dotting, and we may do some more fill-in. There's a fly around here, but we'll see. Let me just gather up. I had scraped the paint out and put it back in the containers because I didn't want it to dry out. I'm not sure what colors I'm going to use, so I'm only going to squirt out a tiny bit of each that I decide to use, so I just have to think about that for a minute. So I'm definitely going to use the honey brown first, so I'll squirt out a little bit of that. Won't need as much this time, and I think I'm going to be, just like I said, doing some top dotting. I'm going to start on the middle dark brown ones and put a little honey dot in there. Let's see, yeah, I think this one should be the right size. Now we're just putting a little honey colored dot in the middle of the dark chocolate brown dots. This is what I was talking about when I mentioned top dotting previously in the video. Sometimes I have done more than one different colored dot on top of the base dot. Usually, of course, with bigger dots. It's hard to do that on small dots. This one here, I'm only going to do the single additional dot, at least at this size of dotting. It's hard right now to see. I'll bring you in for a close-up when we get done here. And I'm going to go and do them on the swooshes. I might actually try and drag the paint down too. When I bring you in for a close-up, you'll be able to see all my imperfections. Okay, let's carry on. There's part of me, because I like bright colors and stuff, that want to add maybe some white dots to this just to make things pop, but then peacock feathers don't have white in them, so, and I kind of like the realism of this one, so. Could also do some top dotting with black. If you look at the peacock feather, some of what's in here does look almost black, but I don't think I'm going to go with any black. Okay, I think I will just do one honey dot at the top of these chocolate brown ones here. I'm not going to dot, I'm not going to walk the dots down. It's pretty hard to do that with such small dots. All right, so I think that's all I'm going to be doing for the honey dots. So let's see, what am I going to top dot next? I think maybe these green dots here, but I'm not sure with what color, because the darker green that I used is not as dark as I thought it was. So the other option is to find an even darker green, or to use one of the other colors. I think I might actually use the night sky. And then use the bigger, I'll try it this way, the bigger dot, bigger end of the stylus there. So before I do that, I'm going to do these smaller green ones here. Okay, so that's that row. Now I'll go back to that bigger one I was just talking about, these green ones here. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to do the brighter blue on these dark, the night sky, bigger dots. There comes a point when you're dotting where you kind of have to go, okay, time to stop. And sometimes you don't want to because you think you need more dots, and then sometimes you kind of just instinctively know when to stop. I know I'm getting close to that point with this. Okay, let's just see here. I feel like I want to put something on those blue dots, but I don't know what color. See, that's where I want to put white or something, but it's not a peacock color. The other option is maybe the honey brown color, but I already used that, so I don't know if I want to. I could do the chocolate brown, but I don't know how well it would show up. Wish you guys could answer me and tell me what you think. It would be awesome to have other people's input. I'm going to try one with the chocolate brown, and if I like it, then I'll continue. If I don't, then I can just dot over that with the blue again. So let's try it. Oops, just knocked a bottle over. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm going to do it. There we go. So I think this is done. I don't think I'm going to do any other top dotting. I think I've done enough there. Alright, so I'm going to just pause the video and then we will bring you in for a close-up. I think, see, now here's where I'm at that line, because these honey-colored dots here seem to be calling my name. Like I want to do something else to them. If I do, what color would it be? I think it would be the dark green. Or the bright green. Decisions. I think a little of the bright green. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm thinking this one, and this one. I'm doing a triangle of dots here. Now, of course, a peacock feather does not have these kind of layering of colors, but that's what makes this unique art. Okay. I think I'm going to do smaller dots down here too. Now I can tell I'm getting into the point where it's okay, time to stop doing dots. So as soon as I do this, I'm done. You get to a point where there is, you could be doing too many, and you kind of take away from the overall effect. So I think I've reached the limit I want on this one. So I'm just going to pause the video and switch things around so that I can bring you in for a close-up. Okay, so here we are with the finished disc, finished as in doing any dotting. Once it's completely dry in a couple of days or so, I can put a clear coat over top of it, although so far I haven't clear coated any of my dot work. But let's move in a little bit for a close-up there for you so you can hopefully see the top dotting that I did in the overall pattern, so you can see the top dots right there, and even into the center where I did the smaller ones. Come on, phone, focus. There we go. So yeah, I really like this. It's definitely the peacock colors. Definitely didn't turn out feathery looking like I thought it might, but I really like the result that I have achieved, and I'm very happy with it. So I'm not sure at this point how regularly I will be doing videos because of getting ready to move. And again, I hopefully will be doing some pouring still, and or dotting or a combination thereof. So I hope you will still keep checking out my channel, and I will get back with another video as soon as I can. Have a great day. We'll talk to y'all soon. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you will. I will be doing regular videos at some point again soon. I'm just not sure how regular for the next 5 weeks. But I do hope you'll hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification button so that when I do post some more videos, you won't not see them coming. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.